What's up, guys? A very short but important update on the price of Bitcoin. So I'm considering to close half of my position in terms of the long-term investments, and I'll briefly tell you why I think so. First of all, last time we were looking at the price somewhere around here, and I told you that there is a indication of a huge inflow in terms of one of the spot exchanges for one of the spot exchanges, and it is often a precursor of the price going down because of the sell-off and huge selling pressure. So indeed that is pretty much happened, and we had like 20% drop from that point. On the other hand, currently we have something like bullish divergence, almost like a bullish divergence. We need to confirm it with the next few hours, but see, the lows are going up on indicators and lows are going down on the price, yet it is still a short term. Long term, here is what I was going to show you. In fact, we are having the continuation of our bearish scenario confirmations. So we have the weekly bearish divergence here. Still, this week is not ended, but we have a pretty high chance that it will be closed red. So we will have this bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. Also, this candle looks at the moment as an engulfing candle, which is also quite a bearish sign. Again, it covers all the previous growth. So this is one thing. Also, it continues to follow this Wyckoff distribution formation, which I showed you in the previous videos. And yes, it is really bearish if it continues to follow this distribution scheme. And lastly, I would like to share with you this kind of a pattern for the growth in general. So here, for example, is Bitcoin in 2017. You see, you can actually divide it into several, well, 6 waves. First wave, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth wave, and this is the last one. After this wave we had the sell-off, kind of a crash, and this is the start of the bear market. Those are built by the support lines, well, actually the lowest points of this kind of mini cycle of the growth. So it is really hard to draw them in a different manner. So the same thing happened in 2019. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the bear market. And in fact, we are in the pretty much same situation right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the price is testing this support. Is basically just exactly at the very line of this red support right now. So in fact, this is not the only Bitcoin situation. This is pretty similar to what happens in many kind of overly positive markets. For example, the dot-com bubble on Nasdaq, we had pretty much similar behavior. 6 waves, 6 phases of the growth, the flash crash after that, and the crash of the dot-com bubble. It bursted, and it basically had the long-term period bear market after that. There are some controversies about it, of course. Well, things may look different right now, but from the strictly technical analysis standpoint, this is a very alarming sign. Also, I would like to show you the chart and an indicator from Alessio Rastani. On his YouTube channel, he actually showed that his indicator is flashing a very alarming signals for this growth. It had similar signals in 2017, in the end of that year, and also he showed many similar examples when the such signal indicators were followed by the bear market, or at least a major correction. And we actually have that signal playing out right now. So too many factors, I would say, are pointing out onto the increased risk. I don't say that it is like 100% chance that will go down, but the thing is, currently the risk of the price going lower is really high. So the chance is really high, at least with respect to the potential growth and the reward. So what I will do is that I will wait for the correction of the current drop, which I said probably happened because of the divergence in the 4-hour time frame. And usually, in fact, if you look at all the cases previously, so we had this correction to the upside after the first crash almost every time. So in 2018 we had the rise up to 17,000. Also in 2019 almost the same, 13,000, and even in the Nasdaq we had this rise after the first crash. So the market gives you the second chance, like to close your position if you are still in long, and I will wait for that chance to come. I probably will wait until the price goes up, and of course I may miss like the major bull run when the price of Bitcoin goes to like $1 million or whatever, but still I will have a half of my position, spot position, and if I am correct, if my decision to close like a half of my position is correct, then I will have the better entry point much lower. If I'm not correct, then I would be still with a half of my position and will be happy with my profit. So in any case, this is not financial advice, of course, guys, but it's a point of decision for each of us. Every time in the market there are some tough situations when we need to think of what to do, and I would like to share with you what I'm thinking here. And I don't want to say that, oh, we're going to the moon, because despite I don't think that we do. So in any case, it's just a short term, relatively short term. It might even if we go much lower, it might take like a year, 2 or 3 or 4 years, or even 5 years. But eventually, I'm a true believer of Bitcoin is the future. So we'll see the price much higher. Eventually, we just need to wait for that. But I would like to make my money working in a bit more active way. So currently, I would like to do that in a certain low risk manner. Okay, guys, that is it for today. Please ask questions on Telegram or here in comments, and we'll discuss things further. We may actually make a much longer video on that topic because it's a very important one. And so far, that is it for today. I wish you a good weekend and safe trading. Goodbye.